Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, dear students of Baniyas Club for Culture and Sport, to the third lesson of English subject for Grade 8 General. Our lesson for today will be about Unit 1, Exploring the Seas. Lesson 3, Language Focus. The lesson objectives for this session will be: our students will be able to: number 1, use the gerund, which means verb plus ing, as subject or object. Objective number 2, describe Ibn Jubayr's trip to Mecca. Okay. Language focus. Key structures for this lesson is the ing forms. Example: I enjoy exploring historical cities. You can see here the verb explore is made up of explore and the ing form, and it comes after the verb enjoy. So this is called the gerund. I is the subject, enjoy is the verb, and exploring is the object, which means something that is being acted upon or something that receives the action. Another example of the verb, of the gerund form of the verb, we can say she likes drawing pictures. So drawing pictures is a gerund because it's made up of verb 1 plus ing. New words for this lesson or vocabulary are: exploring means knowing more about countries or searching for new information. Historical means buildings or stories from the past or anything from the past. Bored means a feeling inside your heart that you are not interested in something. Excited, when you feel happy about practicing or doing something. New places, any places around the world that you haven't visited yet. Country is a piece of land with a president or a king, like for example UAE. UAE is a country, Saudi Arabia is a country. City is, let's say, a place where a large group of people live in, like Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is a city, Dubai is a city. Let's come to the questions of lesson 3. Do you like visiting new places? Do you like visiting new places? A lot of people like visiting new places during the holiday, after they finish their school year, when the holiday comes. So they like visiting beautiful places and new countries. So the word visiting is a gerund. Where would you like to go? Some people like to go to the desert. Other people like to visit the beach. Other people like to visit mountains. So they can go to different countries, maybe in Asia, in Europe, or in Africa, to explore these places. Activity 1, listening and reading track number 29. Listen while reading Azad's blog. A blog is a place where you write your opinion about an idea. Write the words from the box in the correct spaces. The words are trying, exploring, traveling, reading, and taking. Let's go to the original text of the listening text for today, which is track 29. Track 29. I am Azad, and I travel all over the world and discover new places. I keep traveling because there is always more to see. I don't think I will ever see everything. I enjoy taking photos and trying different foods. I love exploring historical cities. Every time I come back home, I feel bored. I always want to travel again. When I'm not exploring, I like reading books about other countries. They help me to learn about the places I want to visit. As you can see here, we have many gerunds here, which is traveling, taking, trying. Number 4, exploring, and number 5, reading. Let's go to the original text. Traveling and exploring. This is the title of Azad's blog. I am Azad and I travel all over the world and discover new places. I keep, number 1, because there is always more to see. What do you think Azad was talking about here? I keep what? So what is something that Azad really enjoys doing? Very good. I keep traveling. So here you can say the word traveling. Sorry. That's the word traveling. Okay. Sorry. Sorry for inconvenience. Because there is always more to see. I don't think I will ever see everything. I enjoy space photos or photographs. What do you think? Trying, exploring, reading, or taking? Very good. I enjoy taking photographs. So we write here the word taking, because before the word photograph should be taking. As you see, all the verbs have ing at the end, so they are gerunds. Thank you. Taking photographs and space different foods. What do you do with foods? Is it reading, taking, exploring, or trying? Usually the people try foods. So number 3 is trying. T-R-Y-I-N-G. So this is the word trying, which is number 1 in the list. Sorry. I love exploring historical cities, which are old cities, like for example, Damascus or Cairo or Baghdad or maybe Rome. Every time I come back home, I feel bored. I always want to travel again. When I am not space, I like space box about other countries. So what do you think is number 4? We finished trying, we finished traveling, and we finished taking. So number 4 is very good. Exploring. Let's try the word exploring here. X P L O R I N and G. Okay. And when I'm not exploring, I like space books. What do you do with books about other countries? They help me to learn about the places I want to visit. I like, of course, reading. So we write the word reading, which is the verb read plus ing, which makes it as a gerund. So in this way, we are learning about gerunds. The gerunds are verbs plus ing, and they may be subjects or they may be objects. I like reading, it's an object of the sentence. Thank you so much. Now, this is the word, the 5th answer, which is reading. Okay? Now, in this way, we come to the last answer in this short blog about Azad's traveling and exploring. Sorry. Let's go now to the second part of the lesson. Read the text again. Mark the statements as true or false. Number 1. Azad doesn't like traveling. True or false? Very good. Let's change the color here. That's false because he said that he likes traveling. He says, I'm Azad and I travel all over the world and discover new places. So he doesn't like traveling. Is this true or false? Of course it is false. So let's circle the letter F. Number 2, Azad enjoys exploring historical cities. He says, yes, I enjoy exploring historical cities. So this is true. Azad doesn't enjoy taking photographs. Does he like or he doesn't like taking photographs? He likes. So he doesn't enjoy. This means that this is false. Very good. What about number 4? When Azad goes home, he feels excited. When he is not traveling, he says that I feel bored. So does he feel excited at home? Of course he doesn't. This means this is false. Number 5, Azad likes reading books about science. He says that when I am not exploring, I like reading books about other countries, but not about science. So this is false again. Thank you. What about the other objective of the lesson? Let's go to the second part of the lesson, which is the trip of Ibn Jubayr. Let's have the new words, map, which is let's say your way of a trip. Journey, the same as trip. To sail means to start your trip in a boat. River, like the river Nile or the river Amazon. To arrive means to reach. Transport means to go from one place to another, or to use a vehicle to take you from one place to another. Okay? Our lesson is about, read about Ibn Jubayr and complete the table. Name, where was he born? What countries did he visit? What did he make? So the name is Ibn Jubayr al-Kinani. Where was he born? We will discover in which country he was born. Like, for example, Sheikh Zayed was born in the UAE in 1918. What countries did he visit? Did he visit Spain? Did he visit Saudi Arabia? We will discover. What did he make? So what are the things that he is famous for? What did he make? For example, did he write a book? Let's read this part or this text. The Travels of Ibn Jubayr. Ibn Jubayr al-Kinani was born in Valencia, Spain, when it was part of the great Muslim empire of Al-Andalus. So the greatest times of the Muslims in Al-Andalus in Spain. Ibn Jubayr was born in Valencia in Spain. He made his pilgrimage, which is his trip to Mecca in February 1183. So it was in the 12th century. First, he traveled from Spain to Egypt. Then he traveled through Arabia to Mecca. After that, he visited Iraq, Syria, the Kingdom of Jerusalem, and Sicily, which is an island in the Mediterranean. Ibn Jubayr wrote about his trip and the countries he visited. He also made maps of the places he visited. So he drew his way from the place he started his journey in Spain until he reached Mecca. What about the second question? Where was he born? Let's complete this chart. Ibn Jubayr was born in Valencia. So we can write here. He was born in Valencia. Should be capital, which is a city in Spain. And CIA, we will write the word Valencia. Very good. What countries, question 2, what countries did he visit? As we say here, he visited many countries, starting from Spain, then he went to Egypt. Of course, you can see that he visited Iraq, Syria, the Kingdom of Jerusalem, and Sicily. So we can write here one country or two countries. We can write here Egypt, capital E, G, Y, P, and T. Of course, we can write Syria, Iraq, and the other countries he had visited. Question number 3, what did he make? He wrote about his trip and he visited other countries. So we can say wrote, which is the past from right. Wrote about about his trip, which is his pilgrimage to Mecca. Pilgrimage is a lot of people like to go to Mecca for Hajj. So this is called the pilgrimage. Wrote about his trip. Thank you. Now, after we gather this information about Ibn Jubayr al-Kinani's trip to Mecca, we can have, let's say, these questions about his map. Now, Ibn Jubayr al-Kinani started his trip from Spain. Then he go by boat to Morocco. Then he go to Algeria, to Tunisia, to Libya. Then he go to Egypt and to Cairo. Then after that, he went along the Nile River. Then he go by camel to the Red Sea. Then he go by boat to the Arabia or to Jeddah. Then he go by camel again to Mecca. And he described his journey back to Valencia in Spain after he visited Basra, Baghdad, Turkey, Damascus, Jerusalem, and he went by boat through the Mediterranean to Sicily, as you see here. This is Sicily. And finally, he goes back to his country, to Spain or to Al-Andalus. Listen to track 31 and circle the correct answer below. Okay? Track 31. Ibn Jubayr left Granada in Spain in February 1183. He first traveled to Morocco, then he took a boat all the way to Egypt. He traveled to Cairo and took a boat along the River Nile. After that, he traveled by camel to the coast and sailed across the Red Sea. He arrived in Jeddah. Finally, from Jeddah, he traveled by camel and finally arrived in Mecca on the 2nd of August. Question number 1. How did Ibn Jubayr travel from Mecca to Egypt? Of course, by boat. From Morocco, to Egypt by boat, as we listened. Sorry. Let's complete doing the questions. Question 2. Which river did Ibn Jubayr travel along? Of course, from the text, he traveled along the Nile. Question number 3. How did Ibn Jubayr travel from Jeddah to Mecca? By camel, by boat, or by train? Of course, by camel. Question 4. When did Ibn Jubayr arrive in Mecca? On the 2nd, as we see here, on the 2nd of August. So, on the 2nd of August. This was the last question for today. I think you enjoyed your lesson with us today, which was about the gerunds, which is the verb form with ing. and Ibn Jubayr's trip and his pilgrimage to Mecca. Thank you so much. See you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.